getting a little late, but these are my three biggest fears with AI. Now, I'm someone that's been working around this technology for about 3 or 4 years. I know about how it's made, I know about the math behind it. So you can pretty much assume that I sort of have an idea as to what I'm talking about. All right. I don't know everything. You don't know everything. But this technology scares me in a lot of ways. And I'm going to start with number one is it puts the money, it puts the power of inventions and creativity into the hands of a lot less people than I would like or would want to feel comfortable with. Because if we think about the companies that really are taking tech forward right now, is Google, it is Anthropic, Apple, obviously, but really in AI is um OpenAI and ChatGPT. And we already know OpenAI and ChatGPT are not going to be there for long. They're going to be struggling in the next coming years to just stay afloat or make a profit. But those companies are the ones that control code now. Those companies are the ones that control software creation. So if you're a developer and you want to do anything creative, you want to solve a problem, as soon as you do it, you're going to notice that these companies can just snap a finger and steal your idea and create a better version, a bigger version, or more reliable version that already has infrastructure made for it there. So you can't compete with Google. You can't compete with any of these top three, top four companies. They have the power in tech and innovation, and that is the scariest thing, bro. I right now am working as an AI application specialist, right? Boom, that job. I'm making stuff. I could make some creative things on my job, right? But like I can't really take that and go and make money from it like crazy, right? It has to be a very revolutionary product. And even people that do that and say they have the faith, they're not mean, they're not pussies, right? They have the faith to go out there and say, yo, I have this product, blah, blah, blah. Let's actually go and do the marketing. Right. They could do all that and they will still be beaten by Google as soon as they just get a little head of steam. People start noticing the product. As long as these big vultures see that your product is doing good, they're going to come in and create a better version. They have access to your code. They make you make those code. They give you the ability to write code. That's why I think the whole vibe coding era of software engineering right now is there to give these big companies all the power because nobody would know how to code in 5 years. Well, I'll have to need an agent to go and code for us. So my advice to those people before I move on to the next point is know how to use on-prem local models, free open source models that you can improve yourself and make work for you. You don't have to rely on these companies having access to your data and your chat history and all those things. Like we got to get some autonomy. Now, the second part of this that I want to talk about is the fact that the elite will only grow and the poor, the majority, will stay the same. That is probably my least favorite part of AI right now. This isn't just affecting people in software, guys. This is affecting people on the day to day. The ability for a Joe, just an average person on the street, to create a business is going to be so much harder because the competition keeps going higher and higher every year. It is crazy, but as a normal person, just living is hard, but also getting a job is hard because they aren't just hiring you right now. They're also trying to hire machines, right? You're not just competing with humans, you're competing with things that have been trained on infinite knowledge, bro. You're competing with AI literally. And even if you get a job, you're going to get laid off, blah, blah, blah. And the ones that are going to be really profiting from this AI technology, right, is going to be the ones in the CEO position, the bosses, right? The people that can lay off people to gain profit from not paying a lot of people to do jobs, right? The people that can automate. And yeah, obviously I'm saying this as a hypocrite. I'm someone that used the technology to automate things and possibly, in the preferable future, I want to be able to automate whatever the hell I want to automate. I want to be able to automate a person. And that is all going to be doable in the next 3 to 4 years. So I'm seeing that. I'm like, yo, this is extremely scary. The fact that people can be very greedy, CEOs can be very greedy to not pay people anything. They could just rely on a three-person team instead of hiring 300 people. Now, is this efficient for them? Yes. But what does it do to the other 297 people that can't have that job anymore? What do they do? What is the government's plan to deal with all of these layoffs? Because if these people that are capable are losing their jobs to freaking machines, it's like, what do you do? It's not like it's a natural process where we are doing a survival for the fittest. It's like, oh, you got to work hard, then, dude. You're not competing versus a human. You're competing versus a freaking bot, a machine, bro. Like, we will always lose that battle. So the gap between your bosses and the people that are not bosses is gonna get a lot more. Now, the scariest part is this gap now is gonna be harder to even surpass or go to. To shift from one level to the other is gonna be so hard. There's gonna be no upward mobility because there will be no problems for us to solve. We're gonna have the governments and the 4 or 5 tech companies that control the AI models, and they control everything. They make you pay subscriptions for everything. You don't own anything. And that's completely like everything that we do is subscription based. Tech has gotten into the hands of the greed, bro. The greediness is controlling these companies, bro. Nobody own anything. They don't want their customers to own anything, and we can't do anything about it. It's crazy. But everything gets shoved down our throats, bro. I know I'm just yapping right now, but those are my problems with the current phase of AI. And I'm gonna keep working to understand this technology and create better ways to also solve these problems that we have with the current technology. Hey man, what you boys think? It was whoever, man. It's the channel. Bye bye. Love you guys.